What's up, everyone? We just wanted to put some directions down about how do we actually execute our flag design. So I figured the easiest way is to create a screencast device so you can follow my steps. So once you have your advisory idea, I need to go down here to this little magnifying glass. I'm going to type in the word paint. I'm going to go to the paint app. Once I'm in the Paint app here, I need to fill this entire white space. So I'm going to make it bigger. I need to make my box. Maybe that's a little too big. Make it so you can see that entire white frame because you are going to cover that entire space. So one of the things that I need to do here, I'm going to use this little bucket fill. I'm going to fill my entire background with whichever color your advisory chooses. So we talked about how colors have meaning in medieval banners. So if I go back to the slide that I showed, remember like each of these colors are colors that they would have used during that time and they signify certain things. So if I choose blue, that signifies the loyalty within the group, strength and faith. If it's red, you get it like I'm a warrior, I have military strength. Green, joy, hope, abundance. I'm going to choose blue just because I feel very loyal to my seventh grade. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to fill it in blue. And then the example I had given about possible commonality might be mountains, right? If our whole group, everybody thinks that that's the central theme, one person in the advisory can do the one for the group. So what that means is you take your background here and you can also draw it if you are so inclined and you're an amazing drawer, please do. But I just typed in mountain clip art and a million different silhouettes come up for mountains. And so say I want this one. Really doesn't matter. You pick the one that you like. I just right click copied image. I go back to my paint tool. I copy paste and then I need to make it the size that I want. Say that that's down to the size I want. I'd work on scaling. And now see it's white and I don't really like that. I can now go back in and I can color in all of these different aspects if that's, again, what you choose to do. You can play around with the different clip arts. Some of them will work differently. But at this point, once you decide you have a finished product for your centerpiece, you literally are going to go File, Print, and you just pick a color printer here on campus. So color printers that we have are down in Tech. And then there's that one upstairs. You can also, in the library, you can also use the faculty copier if your advisor prints it for you. So you aren't using that, but your advisor could. And if you coordinate that with your advisor, that is an easy way to go about it. So that's the centerpiece. Now, each person in your advisory is doing one piece of your flag, right? So another thing you can do is you can choose the colors. Like again, if I go back to what's medieval flags and banners look like they have some sort of pattern to them. So decide, like maybe Mr. Millistan and I are working together. He's going to do the red and I'm going to do red and we're going to be diagonal from them. And Bix, that's in our group, she's going to be the bottom blue down here. Like figure out your color patterns. If you're really feeling really fancy, like see where these lines are, like look closely at my mouse, where the lines divide the spaces. You can even make those lines, like if everyone loves the mountains and you love fresh mountain air, then make the lines resemble what they did back then during medieval times. So you can really make this what you want. If your advisory wants to win it all and have the very best flag, then go for it. Take real thought into this. If your advisory is not feeling it, you just want to be done, then you don't need to have the special lines, but totally up to you. Paint has a million different features that you can play around with and you can fill with patterns, stuff like that. So I get my bucket, I can fill different ways. You guys get the gist. I know that you play with this, but it really shouldn't be that complicated. Less is more. And any questions, just come to see Mr. Millistan or I, but these should be printed out in color before you go to advisory on Wednesday. We cannot have the entire middle school, 350 of you guys, printing at the same time. That's not going to work. So again, you fill the background color, you find your clip art image, or you draw it, and then you just go to File, Print. Now, step 2, and this is an important one. Step 2, you're going to put them all onto your actual flag. Okay, so when you put them on your flag, let's see if I can find this. So once you put it on your actual flag on Wednesday, so at this point when you walk into the classroom Wednesday, you're going to have this large cardstock banner that's ready for you guys to take your printed out papers. So say you have your printed out paper that has your mountain, or it has your fish, or it has your hiking boots, whatever it is. You're going to take your paper and you're going to take scissors and you're going to cut it all up. Then you're going to decide where on your flag you want that to go. So maybe I'm going to have, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have all the yellow pieces here. And then say we picked blue, like the one I had as the centerpiece, that's in the center. And then let's say Joey is assigned over here, and then we're going to have it modeled over here. So you guys get the idea. Like you're going to just figure out a nice pattern to paste it all together. It's literally scissors and tape and glue, and we have those provided for you. We're going to be handing those out for Wednesday. You do both sides, front and back. And then that's it. You're done. We're going to throw them through a laminator. We're going to hang them up into the white tent. And then we'll have some pretty stuff to look at when we're out there for classes. So we hope you enjoyed this. We hope your advisory crushes it. We can't wait to see who the most creative winning groups are. We can't wait to see your commonalities. And we will talk to you soon.